Hello, I'm Sarah Neufeld with Coast Catalyst Construction, and today we're going to talk a little bit about cedar shingles and how we install them and the stain that is used for them. So starting off, we get our shingles here. We get them locally from a manufacturer, Kemba River Shake and Shingle. These are number 2 grade, meaning there's a certain amount of edge grain and a certain amount of flat grain. The difference between edge grain and flat grain, we'll take a couple shingles here. You can sort of see the flat grain here where you've got more longer areas between the grain, and then an edge grain which is more like that, straight down. And the difference between them is that a flat grain is going to cup and bend a little bit more on you, where an edge grain is going to give you better weather protection, stay nice and straight. So with the number 2 grade shingle, it's a great product for siding. You have to be careful if you go to Home Depot or something and get a number 4 grade utility shingle. They're not going to be as good. They're going to have more knots up here, and it's important that we get good protection, because this is our primary defense against any weather going against your house. So looking at our stained shingles here, we've put 2 coats of stain on each shingle, and you can sort of see the different ways the grains come out in those shingles. We got the stain from Sherwin-Williams and Courtney. They are absolutely excellent, Sherwin-Williams. All the people, Brad, Emily, Will, and Alan, they are just absolutely fantastic. You go in there, you tell them what you want, they can really help you out. They were able to help our client out find the stain color that's going to complement the rest of his siding and cladding and timber frame around the house. So huge shout out. You have any questions, I highly recommend you go see them down at Sherwin-Williams. And when we're installing the shingles, we've picked our distance between our shingles. We've left about an 1/8 inch gap between each shingle, and when we're nailing our shingle, we're using pneumatic stapler with 1.25 inch staples, and we're nailing the shingle. So if we're putting the shingle up, we're gonna nail it just above the bottom of the next row, so we don't see that fastener. It's gonna hold the shingle nice and tight to the building. And finally, we're using on our last row a similar shingle to this. This is electroplated galvanized shingle, staple, sorry. And here we're using a stainless, and that way it's not going to rust, it's not going to bleed, you're not going to have lines coming down in a few years from the weather. So that's how we've done our shingles this way. There's a few different ways to do it, but if you have any questions, please make a comment below. I'm happy to answer. Thank you.